My name's Kristen. I'm 23. I work at a bank as a teller, and I'm going to school right now for my master's in counseling, but I have a bachelor's in psychology. And I really want to work with kids who've been in like awful experiences, or they've had the innocence stripped away from them by the world and like situations they've been in. And I really want to bring some of that light back into their lives through just different forms of therapy. So working with kids, probably working pretty close with like the DSS and like social work aspect of things. Working with kids who've been abused, just to, I don't know, kind of help them. Like, I didn't get into my career field right out of college, and that bothered me because it was like, oh, you're working at a bank or you're working in retail, but you have a bachelor's degree in psychology. So, I mean, that bothered me that, like, what did I do wrong, you know? But the fact was, when I was in college, I didn't have time. And like people who do work in their field right out of college, it's because they had time to volunteer and do stuff like that and get experience in their field. And I didn't have time for that because I was working 2 jobs to put myself through school. It's just like the biggest thing is to stay motivated, to stick with what you're doing, and find something you're passionate about. And once you like really get passionate about something, you won't stop. I mean, until you get to where you want to be. So that's the biggest thing for me. It's just like I'm really passionate about what I want to do. And I know that right now is temporary. Like, I'm on my way there. So I just work as hard as I can to get where I want to go. I think it's really important to have time, take time to yourself. If you're doing everything you can to meet your goals during the week and working really hard during the week, then you owe it to yourself to do things you want to do on the weekends or in your spare time. So my favorite thing to do, one of the things that makes me the most happiest I can ever be, is just going on hikes, like just being in the mountains and the woods. I mean, I really like anything outside, honestly, but hiking is one of my favorites, and my little sidekick here likes to go on hikes with me. He hears me talking about it. My advice to kids who are still in college, or like newly out of college, or I guess it's mostly for kids who are still in college. The biggest thing I can say is just like try really hard not to stress as much about what's gonna happen, or like what's like things that are bringing you down, and like really concentrate on enjoying where you're at right now in life. Because I mean, it's so cliche, but you can never get those years back. And whenever I look back at my college experience now, it almost feels surreal, because like just some of the stuff that I did was like crazy and fun, and I feel like the more responsibility I have, which I really enjoy, the less crazy I get. And so like, I mean, the more crazy in some ways, but just like some of the really fun, crazy stuff I did, I can't do that now. You know, I have a dog to take care of. So just really enjoy your life in this moment that you're in, because it goes so fast. And then when you look back, you'll be like, man, I wish I could still bongo 40 in 3 seconds, you know, and you won't be able to anymore. So